As you can see, I kind of suck at this, since this is all pretty new to me. Apologies for the technical glitches as I try to bring you some of the show. Again, we're at the Asmodee Retailer Day. My buddy's over at Catalyst. How you doing there? Good to see you. Where's Lauren?
His passport got blocked for unknown reasons.
I would block his passport too for known reasons. Let's make sure you... Oh, please do. Tell him the Podfather said hello. Lauren Coleman, who's my buddy over at Catalyst Games. He's the president, and he's a known miscreant. I wouldn't trust him to come into this place or this country. Japanime Games. Eric Price, he was here before. He's not here right now. Little Wizards of the Coast action here. Pegasus, our buddies at Pegasus, and they're still showing, as they should, First Rat, which is just an amazing game. First Rat, one of my top picks of last year. Phenomenal game. Light Euro, cutest theme in the world.
Yeah, this is 15 US, so roughly equivalent to the hour. Yeah. We'll make sure to remind everyone it's coming before October. We don't expect you to remember. There's a lot here.
Nathan from Pandasaurus, you're on the air if that's okay.
It is okay.
How's it going? Good to see you, my friend.
It's good to see you too.
Why don't you? It's been a long time, but you know me, I'm just hanging out at conventions and annoying people. But I'm going to promote you a little bit, so you want to tell me what you got here, and we can talk about it for a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you want to talk about?
Let's start over here with the Fox Experiment, which is a new game from Elizabeth Hargrave.
Oh, yeah. Amazing.
This will be out around Gen Con this year. This is actually parts of the Kickstarter version. This is based on a real experiment that happened in Russia. It's still happening in Russia, in fact.
Really?
Where people were domesticating wild Russian foxes. In the game, you're going to take a dad and a mom, and you're going to mate them. And the dogs have traits on them that tell you how many dice of that trait you're going to get. So the mom here has a pretty good waggy tail trait. The dad has a less good waggy tail trait.
Okay.
But this tells me I'm going to get 1, 2, 3 dice for a wagging tail, and I'm going to roll them. And what I'm trying to do is create complete shapes. So in this case, I'd have 1, 2 complete shapes and a third that's not. So I'll take my pup.
Oh, and you get a pup.
You get a pup. You get to name them. And then
no, you don't get to name them.
And you mark on them the traits that you rolled. So you're trying to pass on certain traits.
You're breeding dogs, foxes in this case, exactly.
You're breeding dogs, trying to get them to match traits that match goal cards that you have, so you can complete research.
That is adorable.
Adorable.
I love it. I love the look of it. I love the mommy and baby pups over there.
It's cute.
Fantastic.
And this is petting a fox.
This is a Gen Con release, you said?
Gen Con release this year.
Very, very cool. Number of players?
2 to 4.
Time to play?
60-ish minutes, I'd say.
Very good. And your price point for the retail version is?
$59.95.
Very cool. Very cool. Thank you very much, Nathan. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Steve.
Let's have a drink later on.
Of course.
That's my final thing I say to everybody. Let's make sure we have a drink later on. Hello, Professor Puzzle. You're just smiling really nicely, so I'll come over here. I normally only do board games, but what are you ladies doing here? Escape room? You have a very soft voice. I'm a very loud voice. And you're losing it. That's okay. Oh, very, very cute. Well, tell me about this is like an escape room in a box here? Outer space, is that it?
So this is one of our card games here. So in this game, sort of building out a beautiful galaxy in the middle of the table.
Okay.
Everyone's trying to score points by these different ways. So putting down black holes and stacking them up scores you points.
Okay.
Creating connections scores you points as well. And creating long chains of the same colour stars, another way to score points.
Very, very nice.
And then if you like space as well, this is one of our mini escape rooms here in the vault.
I'm a huge, huge space guy. I go to Kennedy Space Center to see launches all the time.
There we go. So you need
Love
to
it.
This is waiting for it to launch. You can be figuring out the escape room as well.
Very, very nice.
Yeah, so these are mini escape rooms, so there's 12 puzzles inside, and you have about 60 minutes to work your way through the puzzles and escape. So you have to escape the space station, the movie studio, the museum. They will retail at £6 and help yourself.
This one looks interesting too. I love pirates as well. What do we got over here with Trader's Tide?
This is our new social deduction game. But if you don't like social deduction games,
Love it.
Yeah, don't worry because you can blame everything on the dice. So if
There you go.
Then you say that wasn't me, it was the dice.
There you go.
So you're all pirates. You're trying to win the most treasure. Some of you are traitors. Most of you are shipmates. So you're rolling the dice, stealing treasure from one another. Oh no, loads of waves. We have to flip over the ship. If that happens 6 times, that's the end of the game. The ship's wrecked. Or the game also ends when the coins run out. At the end of the game, you go to a vote, trying to detect who's a traitor. If you manage to detect them, you get to steal some treasure from them.
Love it.
And then you just count up who's got the most treasure. They're the winners.
Very, very good. You guys are out of the United Kingdom, I guess, obviously? Fantastic. As you know, this voice is not out of the United Kingdom. Take care. Good luck. Good luck at the show. There's Ross Jepson, my buddy over at PSI with Danny O'Neill. There they are. These guys are amazing. They sold my games every day that I was part of Stronghold Games. Great to see you guys. Well, what do we have? Look who we have here. We have Final Girl here. From my buddies at Van Ryder. I know everyone's my buddy, but it's true. This is like American, the American row here, American corner or something like that, right? So Final Girl, my buddies over at Van Ryder Games. None of the people I know from Van Ryder are here, though. Where's Julie Arn? I know, she's back at home. Where's Evan Derrick? Right? They're doing great with Final Girl. Phenomenal game. Sorry for the camera movement again. Still getting used to this and how to position it. Oh, Wise Wizard Games. Here's Rob from Wise Wizard Games.
And then here I'm buying an additional action dice with one of these customizable bases. And the customizable base you just add to the dice and just pop them in. And then at the end,
I believe Rob is showing off Kapow, which is a modular dice game. Hello, Rob. Good to see you, man. Let me give you a handshake there.
yeah, so that's the POW. In the catalog, we have 2 different volumes. You get either one. They just have different characters. Characters give you your starting health, your starting dice, and special abilities that only your character has. And on the back of each of these characters is a solo play mode. So the game can be played PvP or you can play it solo. You play your turn normally. Your opponent you have there.
Wise Wizard Games, known for Star Realms, Hero Realms mostly. Branching out, of course, more games coming out from them. Class, always a hit. Physical games, dexterity games. Very cool. Let's swing back around. We're going to go down the next aisle.
If you guys are going to do things just before
Wave to the camera. Yeah. Inside Up, the family of Inside Up games, right there. Little Connor, he's not working, he's making his kids work. I love it. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you.
How are you?
Good. Why don't you tell me what you're doing? I'm going to be putting this up on the web. So tell me what's going on with you.
We are advertising new games we are releasing this year. So
Books of Time with Street Day here at UK Games Expo. So we have the games already.
This is a release. This is a release for the UKGE. Very good.
Yeah, exactly. And already available for the US audience as well, because the containers are pretty close to the US coast as well.
Who's distributing for you in the US?
GTS distribution.
GTS. Okay.
GTS distribution. And here we have some goodies upcoming this year. Barcelona for Gen Con 2023. So this will be released directly at Gen Con.
Gen Con release. Very cool.
Exactly. We have also some cool stuff. A new line of escape games, SideQuest, which will be releasing very well-known franchises like Nemesis or RPG systems like
wow.
7C. Next year we are planning SideQuest Frostpunk and SideQuest Isle of Cats. So it will be awesome.
I have to beg a little ignorance. What kind of games are SideQuest here?
SideQuests are escape games. So you are building, for example, some 3D elements.
Very
and
interesting.
You are trying to check what is going on the walls, solve the riddles. You have the deck of cards without any rule book, because the deck of cards shows you what to do, and then you are trying to solve the riddles, open these crazy elements, and rebuild your scene you have.
And you physically build this as part of the game.
Exactly. You are opening the box, and the cards tells you take the sheet A and B and build up the scene of the game.
Take the sheet, not the other thing.
Of course, absolutely. This is what I meant.
Yeah, of
Sorry
course.
for my English.
No. When I heard that, I'm like, hey, wait, I'm on the Dice Tower Network sometimes. I got to be very good. But no, that's great.
Good
Fantastic.
elements from the rocks.
But this is really cool. So you're one of the few people that actually has a new release here, Books of Time. A lot of people they come with their other stuff and they release sometimes at Gen Con. They release at Essen. But you've got a new release here.
That's true.
That's kind of cool.
We have this policy that every June we are trying to release semi-heavy or lighter version of Euro-style games with some cool gimmick inside. And here with Books of Time, we have this element that you will be building your own books from the cards using binders. And furthermore, the books give you the option to launch the action. So this is a kind of engine you are building for your own sake and for your own things you want to build up the game.
Very cool.
Up the points at the end of the game.
Very nice.
Yeah, and this is really right over here.
Thank you for spending time with me. I appreciate it. We'll talk to you soon. With any luck, we'll see somebody very cool over here. Now look who we have here. The man, the myth, the legend, Chris Petersen, with his new company. There he is. With his new relaunch of KeyForge from Ghost Galaxy Games. You can't keep this man steady. You can't keep this man still. He's like a ninja. He's always out there hustling and hustling.
Don't go away.
Chris, how's it going? You don't mind doing a minute of video with me and my buddy Daryl, who hands me beer all the time. I like that. Chris, you have relaunched KeyForge, which is absolutely amazing. Bringing back this great game is a phenomenal take. I'm so happy that you're doing this. You want to just take us through what you have out now and what's coming out in the future?
I'll show you. So, KeyForge, as you all know, is a unique game. Every deck is born in a computer, based on parameters that we set.
Every deck is unique.
Every deck is unique. The game came out of the door with a huge success. Big bang, sold millions of decks. But almost like a child superstar that had his success too early. It went through a big midlife crisis, and then it committed near suicide when the software that made these decks were lost. Okay, we've now revitalized it with a patient. He's ready for a comeback.
Yeah,
so,
the patient is coming back.
Yeah, that's right. So there are 3 parts to this new release. There's the new starter set, right? Okay. basically one point of entry to KeyForge. The starter set is made specifically for new players. It has 2 learning decks, and these learning decks are actually they're staged. They have little call-outs on them to show like what are the different rules you should pay attention to. Okay, once 2 players have learned how to play, they can go grab. Every starter set will have 2 sealed decks of the most recent set, so they have the fun of opening something up and discovering a new deck.
Every one of them is unique. That's the thing. You gotta keep saying it because it's just an amazing concept. Millions of unique decks out there now, and millions more coming, right?
Yeah. So then, kind of the main core series, the new expansion set everyone's been waiting for. Very, very fun. Has a new race, the Equidon, a new house they call it. Also, every deck now has a unique token creature. So every deck you open up will have it's a new back, and the back features a token creature. So this particular deck comes with the Star Alliance Explorer. So every time a card in this deck calls for a token, what you do is you take the top card of your deck, your undrawn deck, and you put it in your battle line representing a token. Now the powers and abilities of that token are then printed on the reference card that each deck has. It's coming out commercially speaking, where we're shipping the crowdfunding backers now.
Right, the crowdfunding is shipped. I got mine. I was very excited.
They're almost all out. And now and that includes all of the customized name decks. Did you get a customized name?
No, I did not get one. I gotta have a Podfather customized deck. I gotta go buy from you.
So, and also there's Unchained. We're doing a special deal for retailers in the UK. You can buy a certain amount of displays for this. We're going to give them a display of Unchained as well. But otherwise, Unchained, what that is, it's not a product that'll be available commercially. It's kind of a wacky, crazy novelty product that what it tries to do is it tries to publish Richard Garfield's original vision for the game.
Really, very cool.
Almost no holds barred. So wacky, crazy, outrageous decks that are not balanced whatsoever.
But they're fun to play.
Exactly. Not allowed in tournaments. We actually have a whole new, this is an Unchained deck. We have a whole new graphic design for them. Just to kind of show that they're totally different dudes.
Right.
But they're still fun. And that they're kind of, if you want to have a KeyForge party, pull out some Unchained decks to play.
And just go crazy.
But don't expect...
don't have the tournament based on it.
Yeah.
That's awesome, Chris.
Then there's the Adventures.
Oh, more.
Okay. So the Adventures...
Oh, this I don't know at all. This is not part of the crowdfunding. I don't think it was.
Well, it was. You might have gotten this one in your crowdfunding.
Okay.
So what this is another way to play KeyForge. It's basically a collaborative adventure.
Okay.
So you can get together with somebody else, bring your KeyForge deck, that you just bought, and you pull out the adventure and you try to defeat it. So it's collaborative, solo play.
Awesome.
KeyForge. And there are 3 adventures: Gormengeist, Kraken, and...
How many players in this co-op version?
3.
3, up to 3 players. Okay.
3 players. Yeah. I'm not sure about this one.
But the various kinds have different player counts.
Yeah, 1 to 3. 1 to 3. Yep.
Very, very cool. Well, Chris, thank you very much.
All right, Mr. Podfather.
Good seeing you. Hello, how's it going? Good. Well, this looks actually really interesting. This looks very Middle Earth-like. So, I'm a big, but it's actually Earth.
It's actually Earth. Yes,
it's actually Earth.
It takes place in the far future, but
in the far future.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
You want to take me through it? By the way, I'm Stephen Bonacore, the Podfather. How's it going? Nice to meet you. You have an American accent.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're one of us. Okay. Tell me about Earthborn Rangers.
Yeah, so Earthborn Rangers is a 1 to 4 player cooperative adventure card game, born from the same lineage as like the Lord of the Rings, LCG, and the Arkham Horror, the card game.
Okay.
So it has a lot of similarities there if you play either of those games mechanically, but also has a lot of differences. So one of the big differences is that this game is played in open world. So if you look at the map here, you'll see that you'll be adventuring through this map, which is the map of the valley in the Colorado Rockies. You'll be going from location to location.
This is a pretty map.
Thank you.
Yeah, like I said, it looks a little Middle Earth-like.
Yeah, well,
not that we want to say that because you probably get like a C and D.
Well, it's one of the big inspirations on it.
Oh, there goes my gimbal. Let's put it back again. Here we go.
It's one of the big inspirations is Tolkien.
Oh, good. Well, that's cool. And you're using the right inspirations,
Yeah,
that's for
absolutely.
sure.
So you'll be traveling from location to location. there's a main story that you can follow, but there's also lots of side missions to pick up.
Right.
So yeah, it's an open world game, very similar to like a Skyrim or like a Witcher, where you'll be given a main storyline, but you can choose to follow that main storyline or not. It's a very player-driven experience. So if you want to go around and just do a whole bunch of side missions,